Welcome to my Laravel e-commerce project. In this tutorial, I want to show you how we can implement a web template in our project. The last tutorial, I showed that how we can use a template in our project, how we can use layout in our project. Today, I'm going to show you implement a real template in our project with the base page style. First, I always in my project I created a temps folder as you can see. I copy everything that I need to my project in this folder. I prefer this structure, this folder for you, that you can manage your project and you can find some documentation, everything about this project you can copy in this folder. Okay, the template that I choose, it is same with another frameworks that if somebody follow me in another frameworks, it is easy way that I use same template, because it is practical that if you use this template in Symfony, for example, you can implement easily in the Laravel. That's why I use same template. Also include everything about what I want to do in my project. Okay. If you see my project, my template is has a footer, header, has a sidebar, has a slider, a lot of content, and footer. For your project, if you check internet, you can free CSS template also. You can find a lot of templates from here. For example, like this, you can check templates. It was not good. For example, like this, a lot of free template, or you can find. You see, we have a header, some menu, slider, and content with images, and we have a footer. As you can see, we have a footer also. If you like, you can download to your project. This, for example, this is my you can use like this, copy and you can like this. For your project, a single page template is not suitable for a project, because you need a lot of different pages that you can use in your project. You see, we have for example, in this page we have a CSS, JavaScript, images, font, something. For this page, we have index HTML. It is static. You see, it is same. Includes, you see, at the contact, it has to be included like this. Okay, like this template you can find too much page, sample page is good for your template. If you can find a lot with more sample page is going to better for you for your project, that you can find everything about what you want to use in your project. If you check my project, I have a not too much, but I have a some page, for example, product page. You see, I have a some. It's for my project is good. I have a slider for here. You can see it's to cart. I have some blank page, test page, blank page that I need to use for my project. Okay. It is just I showed the way that how we can find the template for project and download and how to check. The first application, the previous video I explained something about the layout, that we have header, slider, sidebar, content, footer, and I created layout page about my project, simple layout page. Now I want to implement my page. I want to split all of this page and I want to combine to in Laravel to my project. Okay, how we can do this? Before we created one, I created one base page, as you can see. Also, I have simple one index page I can use. If you don't have, if you first time start to watch this tutorial, I prefer you should watch the previous tutorial, then come to this tutorial. It's not too much long. If you didn't watch, we created a front-based plate at the layout area, and we created index, and we used for this our application. If you want more information about the layouts, you can find at the official documentation at the layouts section, definition and extending a layout. It is easy that you can find, apply in your project. Okay, what we have to do? It is my plan. I want to create, I want to fix first. I want to copy all of my header to my base page, and some footer, something about to my, because this information is fixed, is not dynamic. Some of them is dynamic. For dynamic things, I can define some blocks. Then I want to create header page, slider page, and sidebar page, maybe footer page. It is easy that I can manage. It is like puzzle. I want to slide all of my template. I want to slide all of my template. I will put each part of this page to my block pages. Then I will combine together. I have to get same results. I have to create same page at Laravel. Okay, first you need to use, for example, you need to use another editor. Notepad++ is useful for this. I had problem with the Notepad++. May I open with the or I can open this my page at my PHP store. It doesn't matter. Okay, as you can see, I have this page. You see, this is my page, my head area, and it's head and I have a header area. I have navigation. I have home section, some section, another sections, and I have a footer. You see, all of this is my page. I have a header, navigation, home. All of this is content, footer, and something at the footer area. Okay, how I can handle this problem? I want to take all of this to my front page right here. In this area, meta, I want to define my yield, title, and maybe I need to define my another things I will do at later. Okay, and in this area, I need if I need to add some CSS JavaScript, I need to define small block right here. This area. Okay. I have a foot. Instead of the head, I need to create a head. At URL at home. Let me create my either blade PHP. Footer blade.php. Sidebar blade.php. Slider. Okay. Index HTML is okay. I take header. I need to my header from here. Okay. End of header. Okay. End of header. Okay. Take it and that's it. Navigation is my sidebar. All template has like this data that you can understand your blocks. You can see your blocks. Navigation, I think, is sidebar. It's home. What is up to 40% discount? It is slider. This slider is look like home. Up to discount. Okay. This is my home. And slider. So I want to close it. If you close your blocks, you can see all of your page in this area. I want to take my footer. You see, it is my footer. Okay. I create my every slice for my puzzle footer part, header part, index is not this time, sidebar, slider. I need to put these files at exactly position at location. In this area, I can use s include. Home header. Instead of home header, home footer, sidebar, sidebar, and content. Because in this section, I want to put this is static info. This is fixed. Every page maybe include into every page, but I think this array is from here, this here. There is part of this area. Okay. At the index, I want to, at the content, I want to define at the content. Maybe I want to delete that. From this section till footer. I have the sections. Okay. I extend layout. I change project like this. Let's try. You see my commerce project. Okay. But the view is not good. It's not same. It has to be like this. It should be like this. But it's not same. But something is same. When I show you my source page, source code, and source code of this, it's the same. Everything is same. Also, at the original, I have about 1,500. Also, 1,500. It's same like some hundred. Okay. How can I create same view in that area? Because it is working. What is wrong with this structure? What's wrong with this page? Because as you can see, we have a CSS. We have some CSS, some images, and it doesn't work. My Laravel does not found. But here it's working. It's difference between my framework page and the original page. My original page can access all of these CSS, JavaScript, and all of images. All of images, you see, it's working because they are, as you can see, all of these CSS fonts, images, JavaScript files, they are at the same folder. That's why my template can access all of this page. How we handle this problem in my Laravel? How we can solve this problem? First, we need to copy all of these CSS, JavaScript, everything from here to at the public folder. You see, we have some CSS, some JavaScript that I don't want to copy in this area. I want to create my folder assets folder, and I want to paste in this area. Can I access in my project? Can I access that folder? Let me check. You see, it's something going to well because I wrote path of this file in my project. It's access to my project in this with this definition. If I change everywhere in my project, it means working at the same view. I can show you at the same view. You see, in my framework, my home base, and it is right here, and this page access to the public folder, the access public folder, like they are at the same folder, because in this framework, in the Laravel framework, we can just access from the outside. We can just access at the public folder. The Laravel framework created all of our project at the public folder. That's why we can access to SS folder and SS folder CSS file with this definition. But we have an easy solution. It is not good that we write like this in this area. We can use the assets, not like this. Let me check. Okay, we need to define asset. With the asset comment, we can find any path from the local, any path you see. They are in the assets folder. I want to try again. Now we access. You see, we just access with the folder name. I want to refresh this page again. We found whole way. You see, the whole way that we for this file. It's created for us. Full path is created for us. I want to change all of this link like this. Anywhere that we can see like this. Before I want to copy. Instead of this, not. CSS ref. Maybe like this. Maybe like this. To replace all. We don't have. But we have, instead of CSS, we have JavaScript. I can change with the JavaScript. Replace all. Don't have. Okay. We have some. I want to change this image folder also. I want to find it. Instead of the JavaScript image, if I can do this, you say I have 28 things. Slider, I don't have. Sidebar, footer, not like this, sorry. Okay, replace all. Do something, replace all. First you need to close all change. Then I want to replace all. Control, replace all. And okay. Something wrong in this area. I think we have a problem with the images. I think we have a problem with the images. Slider. Okay, I see my problem. I have a 2. My definition is I have wrong definition for image. I have double like this. You see, I have a problem with this. I need to change this. You see, it was my fault. Okay, everything is okay, I think. Let me check again. Always you should check your code. You should check your HTML code. You can see what wrong with your, if does not happen what you want to do. You see my error. Okay, if you can access this page, you can access this image with that path, it means your framework also can access at the same images. Okay, you see, everything is good. This original, this is mine. You can compare. You see, it is same. Reset. Everything is same. Okay, if you can do this, it means you understand how we can implement web template in framework. What we did for this tutorial, first we found a web template, one static HTML page, and we created our HTML, we created layout base page, Then we split all of our pages. In base page, and we define some blocks. As you can see, define some blocks in our pages for our base, and we created footer, header, sidebar, and slider pages. You should put your page with the right order. If you change order, you didn't get right design. First, I know that first I put my home at the first, then I know the next section is sidebar because I know this is my sidebar. The next is my something wrote in this. As you can see at the sub page, I didn't get slider, but I have to have slider in this area. Why? Because in index, at the index, I need to include home slider. Okay. As you can see, I add my slider at the wrong place. It's not true place, true location for my slider. With this sample, we got error because slider when I add in this area slider, because I didn't define slider in my front page. If I want to use slider anywhere, because if I have section as a slider, I need to define in this area slider, because position of the slider is next to sidebar, then slider. First sidebar and my slider. Let me define my slider. Section, slider, and section. And section. Okay. Let me check again. Okay. My slider is moved to right position. Okay, forget it. It is good for sample because we had error. We got error for this tutorial. When we get error, you learn how we can solve this problem how we can fix our design. It should be same. You have to define everything in this area like this. Why I didn't where's the master? No, delete this. Delete. Why I didn't define anything in my slider. I called my slider at the index. I get my slider at the index area. Let me check again. Okay, it's okay. Because when I check my page, for example, at the product page, I don't want to show slider all of the pages. I don't want to show my slider all of the page. That I didn't add my slider at the front page. If you don't want to see, if you don't want to show the part of your template for each page, don't define that in your base, your layout area, because it is my header. For all page, I have to call my header. If I call my header once in this area, it's okay. Or footer also is same. Sidebar also, they are in this area. Also, it is depend. Sidebar depend, but in this template, I have to add in this area. But some of template, if all of the page, all of the template does not include sidebar, it is mean you don't need the add sidebar page in this area. Call sidebar page in the area. You should call that page also at the sub file. At the sub file, you need to extend. You need to fill that block at the sub file. But I know that my sidebar is working for each page. For each page, it's working, but at the same, you see, but we have some definition about click right here. It is no problem. Important is, if you want to show, if some part of your template you have to show for each page, you need to define once at your front page your layout. But if you want to change, or sometimes if you don't want to show, if you don't want to add your design, define that this position at your page, and you can call at the sub page. Okay, that's all. Okay, thank you for watching. See you in the next video.